Hey guys, and welcome to the Captain Fizz and Mask Guy show. Tonight we're going to be talking about our crazy Father's Day weekend, or at least kind of crazy for the captain, I guess. I don't know.
It's always crazy for the
captain.
captain.
We'll be talking, TV, movie stuff, in particular, the latest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, as well as a interesting suggestion for the villain for the future Defenders series that's going to end up on Netflix for Marvel. So you know what? Hit the music, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
I am Captain Fizz.
And greetings once again from the seventh moon of thunder. I am that mask guy.
Yes, you are. I can't take you seriously when you talk like that.
I'm sorry. I'm going off and, channeling some 1950s DJ or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you're channeling something.
Gee, thank you so much.
I mean that totally as a compliment.
Of course you don't.
Absolutely. No, I don't.
Yeah.
This past weekend, of course, was Father's Day on Sunday. Pretty hectic day for most of us. Well, hectic weekend, I might, add. At least for me. I don't know about you.
My kid's sick, so we didn't go off and didn't strain my boy too much this weekend.
You lucky son of a gun.
Well, hey, it's when your son's got a fever, you kind of figure, okay, we need to kind of just sit back and relax.
Oh, I completely agree. Unfortunately, I did not relax this weekend at all. If you've listened to previous shows, you knew on Father's Day I ran a marathon, 10 kilometers in 1 hour and 14 some odd minutes.
Which sounds pretty impressive until you realize that a 10-year-old boy, went off and beat him by 2 minutes.
Hey. In my defense, I told him to speed up at the end. I was merely having more fun toying mentally with the guy running beside me. I would let him catch up to the point that he would pass me, and then I would run past him again, and then I would let him pass me. And I did that for a good 4 or 5 times before the finish line, till the point that I put the gas on the pedal and said, yeah, screw you, I'm going home.
Honestly though, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
This is the second time you've ran in the Manitoba Marathon.
Yes, quite exciting actually. We had 3 runners in the marathon this year. 3 of us wearing our Captain Fizz and Mask Guy shirts, so that quite exciting.
There was 3 of you?
There was 3.
I know of you, and I know of there was Bubbles' son, who...
Yes, Bubbles'
until
son.
She gives me permission, I won't go off and mention his name on the air.
I do have to give props, to another person who wore our shirt during the marathon. He goes by the name of Mike. Thank you. Appreciate you wearing the shirt. And that's all.
Mike. Okay. Yes. All right.
He ran in the half marathon. He finished in 1 hour and I think 56 minutes, which I envy because my time in the half marathon last year was 2 hours and 38 minutes. So yeah, no, I'm no speed demon, but I did finish 820th out of all 10K racers this year. And we do plan to attend the Treeherne marathon the marathon out in Treeherne in September 11th. I might, yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I'm sort of envious. of you for going off and doing this. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get myself in the physical shape I would need to even do that much.
I will state it is now Tuesday. This happened on Sunday. I am still physically feeling the anguish and the pain in my thighs. They have decided that they're like a ham held together with rope. The rope is not moving, but the ham is expanding. That is basically my thighs right now. It is an awful way to describe it, but it is pretty accurate on how this feels. I went to go up do work today, and I took one step, and I literally felt like someone shot me in the butt with a dart. It was the awfulest feeling.
Ninja said what?
It felt like they shot me in the butt with a dart, like a lawn dart or whatever. It was the most awkward and hilarious feeling. I have to say, I don't understand how it happened or why it happened or what or anything, but it happened. So yeah,
wow, that's I don't even have words to describe how I feel about that.
And keep in mind, for this marathon, the other guy who I was running with, he's 11 years old, his first ever marathon, and he finished 10K in 1 hour 14 minutes, and this is running all 10K. Like, this is not walking part way. This is continuously running all 10K. I had to force him to stop a few times. and this is basically for simple reasons, okay, it is very humid out there. It is, it was hot. Maybe not in American standards or, other places in the world, but Winnipeg, this was hot.
I mean, honestly, if you've ever been to Winnipeg, we've got, we have lots of humidity here, which is part of the reason why our winters feel even colder than they are, and our summers feel even warmer than they are. I mean, if we had like a dry heat, it probably wouldn't be so bad, but no, it's humid. Someone decided to build the vast majority of our province, the cities here, on top of swamps. So, yeah, you kind of understand exactly why, it gets so hot.
Yeah, I saw pretty early in the race, there was a lot of people who bowed out pretty quickly. And you could tell, obviously, like, these are people who looked like they were in physical shape, but within, I don't know, half hour, 10 minutes to half hour, you can definitely tell that they were not prepared for this at all. I immediately, I don't know, about 45 minutes in, I immediately regretted the decision to be in this marathon this year due to the fact we had a thunderstorm the night before.
Oh, geez.
And an epic thunderstorm. And pretty much as you're running down the sidewalks and or roads or whatever you want to call it at this point, because we are running on them, so technically they're sidewalks at that point. Shut up, my theory makes sense. There are basically big, gigantic lakes everywhere, and if you run through it, you're soaked, and then your feet start to hurt more, and it just becomes very uncomfortable. But if you jump over them, you have to pretty much do a Superman jump just to be able to leap your way over these puddles to the other side. Bubble's son had this brilliant idea that, and I don't know what was going through his mind, because this made me look really slow and really unactive, I might add. He decided to start leaping like a gazelle or a kangaroo or some weird animal mixed with another animal, and he's doing this repeatedly for like a couple blocks, jumping over cracks and that, over the puddles and all that. And I'm looking at him going, holy crap. I'm just at the point where my feet want to kill me, and you're leaping like a gazelle, like it's just another walk in the park. Like, it's amazing, I have to admit. And even the amount of kids and youth that were in this marathon, it is amazing to see our province so active, especially over the last few years where there's been worry where we've been very unactive province, and which we've shown it.
Yes, we definitely have.
But we're starting to show the complete opposite. Like our marathon, in the 10K alone, there was 1,700 people taking part in just the 10K. That's not even including everything else. So that's a huge number. I don't know the exact numbers for it, but we were seeing numbers that were in the 13,000.
Wow.
Ranks. So that's just insane.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and congratulations to everyone who actually participated this year
and finished.
I mean, honestly, again, you have my uttermost respect, just for the simple fact that I'm not sure I could ever bring myself to even begin to train for something like that, let alone actually go through and do it. Several years ago, I went to see my doctor and told him how I was walking approximately 4 kilometers an hour. He went off and had to ruin it for me by telling me, no, I had to go 6 kilometers an hour. And I was so sore after doing it that I pretty much gave up walking, let alone trying to do any running.
Yeah. No, the thing though is, and I understand your doctor's point, but at the same point, give it a break. Anyone who's active, anyone who's walking, who cares how fast they're going? Everybody has to go at their own pace. And that's what these marathons teach. Like, it's not... Yes, there's prizes for the top 3, and definitely I plan to be up there one of these times, even if it means headbutting some random person receiving their medal and running away with it. But, it's a goal, right? You start small and you work your way up. 2 hours and 38 minutes last year for a half, and this year I'm averaging, 11 minutes for every mile. So, it takes that motivation, it takes that effort to reach that point. You can't just wake up one day and you turn around, oh, I can run a half, in less than 2 hours. It doesn't work that way. And unfortunately, not a lot of people realize that, and they get discouraged. They, and not just by themselves, other people discourage them. Like your doctor, of course.
Yes.
Dang that doctor.
Dang that doctor, indeed. So, I don't know. What else, I mean, I know for Father's Day, I ended up going to my parents' place. We had a pretty epic brunch. We went to my wife's, my father-in-law's grave. Her biological father passed away when she was 4 years old. So we kind of went and introduced our son to him, so to speak. And then that evening, we went to Celebrations Dinner Theater with my sister and brother-in-law. So to go off and to see a show based off the Big Bang Theory. It's called Big Boom Theory 3. I can't believe all 3 of these were plays that have been done over the last couple of years. Were all ran by the same guy. This one told the story of how everyone that is featured on Big Bang Theory, with the exception of Raj, somehow all meet in high school, and kind of it was an interesting story. I mean, the thing about dinner theaters, you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt, because it's not. I mean, it's not exactly made for primetime television, if you know what I mean. But I mean, it was still a very entertaining. And I encourage you, if you're ever in Winnipeg, you can go up and you can check out Celebrations. It's on Pembina at the Canada Inn. I know there are several throughout Canada. I believe in Calgary and Edmonton, it's called Jubilations. But it was a fun evening. And then, of course, silly me, what did I decide to do when I got home? I went off and watched the repeat for WWE Money in the Bank. So I didn't get to bed probably until well after midnight on Sunday. But I mean, it was definitely worth it. As a wrestling fan, I'm super psyched. That Dean Ambrose is now the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, which I think is pretty epic. And then, of course, just heard recently that Roman Reigns actually was suspended for
30 days.
30 days for the violating the wellness program that WWE has. So that kind of brings up